If you've got a home service business or you're trying to start one, whether it's window cleaning, pressure washing, gutter cleaning, Christmas lights, you get the idea. I'm going to go over the most popular methods of marketing that are used. Number one, my favorite is every door direct mail, or EDDM for short. And that's where you simply drop off a postcard like this one. It has to be oversized and it has to have the proper retail indica on it. And the post office will drop it off at every single address in a specified route. There's a few steps involved and it can be a little bit intimidating up front, but it's definitely worth its weight in gold. I've been able to build my business in 2 separate locations, primarily using direct mail as my source of new customers. Now it can be a little bit pricey, so if you're needing customers fast but you don't have the cash, the next option might be good for you, and that's door knocking. Now, door knocking is my least favorite personally. I'm much of an introvert, and so I prefer to stay away from people's front doors who didn't ask me to be there in the first place. And on top of that, it can make it difficult or at least challenging to grow a business with, because a lot of those customers, if they get annoyed with you, they may give in and let you do that service the first time, but they might not call you back after that. And we want customers who love us and want us to come back as much as possible. Number 3 would be a good compromise between those two, and that's door hangers or flyers that you hand out directly to each door in a neighborhood. It can be a lot cheaper than the direct mail since you're going to do the legwork yourself. I've sometimes hired people to do it for about 10 to 15 cents per flyer, depending on how close those driveways are to each other, and that can be a good compromise. There's a good chance that the customer is going to see that flyer, as long as you make it very clear what service you're offering, and I recommend really focusing on one at a time, and you have a very specific call to action, i.e. call this number, you're gonna get some leads. And the more times you hit that same door or that same neighborhood with the same flyers or something similar, the more calls you're gonna get in the end. However you're doing your marketing, make sure you hit each address in the neighborhood at least 4 times, ideally spaced a week to 2 weeks apart for each occasion. Now we're going to start transitioning into more of the digital end of things. What might seem the most obvious is having a website. You can get a website for pretty cheap nowadays. It's usually a very low subscription fee, and a lot of times they come with the domain. So just get something that works for your area or that matches with your business name, and get an email that goes with it. That level of professionality is a necessity these days. When you get the right content in the right places, you can build an effective website that not only will funnel customers for years to come, but will help set you apart with a level of professionality that's almost necessary these days. Next would be all the free stuff that's out there. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Nextdoor, you have Yelp. There's so many different options there where you can establish social proof and start branding your business by showing who you are as a company and as a person that would make people want to do business with you. It's free, so you might as well do what you can. And finally, we have digital paid ads. Whether it's Google ads or Facebook ads, these can be very effective at getting new customers. And once you get it dialed in, it's like a lever that you can pull and get money out. So make sure that you put the time in to learn and do your research. It can be a little bit pricey to do it effectively. I've heard anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month as a minimum for ad spend each month in order to get your money's worth. And finally, the freebie, do a Google business profile. It's free and it's effective, and within a matter of a few weeks, you can start getting customers and leads for free in the neighborhoods near you. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below and I'll get to them as quickly as I can. I'll either comment back or I'll even be able to create a whole video just to answer your question. What's your favorite way to market your business? Make sure you comment that below.